Determining your birthday cards among the tarot. By way of explanation, I will be quoting from a book by Lon Milo Duquette and Christopher S. Hyatt called Sex Magic, Tantra, and Tarot. And by way of demonstration, I will be sharing my birthday cards, and I suggest you do this again later with multiple decks to allow for varying perspectives. Bear in mind that the given dates are approximations, and so if your birthday is on or even near the cusp of a given zodiacal sun sign, you should check an ephemeris or birth chart to be as precise as possible about all of this. It's, of course, highly beneficial to also know the time of your birth. It's important not to dismiss any card that is generally accepted as being negative. Remember that these will all be considered together when you have them all. There will be a total of 6 cards, so you may want to take a few notes along the way. Then, when we're done, you can look at the full picture and study their relationship with one another. We begin with the archetypal symbol in the major arcana. Being a Taurus, my archetypal symbol is the Hierophant. The book describes this first step perfectly. Okay, the following are the 12 signs and their corresponding trumps. Pick yours out of the bunch, and I'll see you in a moment. The character card is to be determined from among 12 of the 16 court cards. On this, the book states, mine is the King of Swords, or in the Thoth deck, the Knight of Swords. Now, before we continue with this card, please keep in mind, since many of you may be wondering, that since we are here dealing with the elemental attributes of each suit, the princesses are not considered, since they act as the thrones of the aces, with whom they jointly rule over the 4 quadrants surrounding the North Pole of the Earth. Also know that it makes absolutely no difference if your character card is of a different gender than you. These symbols transcend gender, sexual traits, and tendencies. Here are each if, after careful examination or meditation, you feel your character is way off on holding your essence, and be honest with yourself about it. An alternative method of determination will follow this one. The root symbol is the most simplistically determined of all these. Mine is the Ace of Discs. Your personal symbol is determined from among the 36 small cards, which represent decans of the zodiac. So you will need to locate the decan of your birth date. Mine is the Seven of Discs. To determine your preceding personal card and progressive personal card, simply use the numerical order of the cards before and after your personal symbol. Fairly self-explanatory. My preceding is 6 of discs and progressive the 8 of discs. If you are either a 10 or a 2 of a given suit, the process will be a little different. If, for example, you are a 10 of wands, your preceding card is the 9 of wands, but your progressive card is the 2 of cups. This is based on the rule of descending worlds. If you are the 10 of discs, your preceding symbol would be, of course, the 9 of discs, but your progressive symbol would be the 2 of wands. In other words, when you reach the bottom, you start again at the top. Now that we have all 6, look at all your cards together. Take some time to really think about what you're seeing and intuiting, if anything. Since this particular exercise is new to me, I cannot yet say whether or not the whole story is befitting my true will or even my basic psychological makeup, but I will say that regarding the first 2 steps, my archetypal symbol and character card, the Hierophant and King of Swords, they do indeed have a significant relationship for me. I will have to give further consideration to the remainder and look at them more deeply in conjunction with these 2. And I think I'm going to have another look at all these together after some time has passed. And then again, even later, to see this, at least theoretically, from varying perspectives. I also want to recommend that all of you experiment with developing your own ways of looking into your own psyche with the cards. Please do share your ideas or personal systems. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.